Meta laying off more than 11,000 employees. Read Zuckerberg's letter announcing the cuts. Listen, Meta is Facebook. Facebook Inc. They changed their name to Meta. They laid off 11,000 employees today. Just today. They just did it, sent out an email, boom, those people cut. If y'all don't mind, because once again, I took way more time than I expected. Them laying off 11,000 employees is 13% of their staff. That's a massive amount of people to cut when you have 87,000 employees. He wrote this letter to people. He decided to reduce size of the team by 13%. He took blame in his letter to the employees by saying, how did we get here? This is from Mark Zuckerberg's letter to his employees, right? At the start of COVID, the world rapidly moved online and the surge of e-commerce led to outsized revenue growth. Many people predicted this would be a permanent acceleration that would continue even after the pandemic ended. I did too, so I made the decision to significantly increase our investments. Unfortunately, this did not play out the way I expected. Not only has online commerce returned to prior trends, but the macroeconomic downturn, increased competition, and ad signal loss have caused our revenue to be much lower than I'd expected. I got this wrong, and I take responsibility for that. In this new environment, we need to become more capital efficient. We've shifted more of our research sources into a smaller number of high priority growth areas like our AI discovery engine, our ads and business platforms, and our long-term vision for the metaverse. We've cut costs around our business, including scaling back budgets, reducing perks, and shrinking our real estate footprint. We're restructuring teams to increase our efficiency, but these measures alone won't bring our expenses in line with revenue growth, so I have also made the hard decision to let people go. Let me keep reading. I'm sorry. This is interesting because I never read a letter like this from a massive company. Okay. There is no good way to do a layoff, but we hope to get all the relevant information to you as quickly as possible and then do whatever we can to support you through this. Everyone will get an email soon letting you know what this layoff means for you. After that, every affected employee will have the opportunity to speak with someone and get their questions answered and join information sessions. So some of the details in the U.S. include, they made sure to point out in the U.S. because international employees, y'all got different stuff going on. Severance. We will pay 16 weeks of base pay plus 2 additional weeks for every year of service with no cap. PTO. We'll pay all remaining PTO time. RSU vesting. Everyone impacted will receive their November 15th vesting. I think that's stock options. Health insurance will cover the cost of health care for people and their families for 6 months. Career services. This is pretty cool right here. We'll provide 3 months of career support with an external vendor, including early access to unpublished job leads. That's pretty cool. Immigration support. I know this is especially difficult if you're here on a visa. There's a notice period before termination and some visa grace periods, which means everyone will have time to make plans and work through their immigration status. We have dedicated immigration specialists to help guide you based on what you and your family need. It's interesting. I see people saying that is one of the best severance packages that they've seen, which is good. I never got a severance package. I never left a tech company, so I don't know anything about that. But people in the industry are saying that's a very good severance package. I think people are missing out on the fact that a lot of companies are doing big layoffs this year. You know, tech companies that have made layoffs in 2022. Let's just go down a list here, man. And this is from November 7th. This is a couple of days ago, so they don't even have the Facebook thing included yet. Because just Twitter on November 4th, 3,700 people they let go, which was around half of their workforce. It's crazy. Open Door clipped 550, which was 18%. Zillow, 300 employees. Snick, 200 employees. Loom, 23, which was 10% of their staff, after letting go 34 people earlier. Microsoft let go 1,000, but Microsoft has 220,000 people. So, letting go 1,000 is, they also let go 1,800 back in July. Equifax let go 24 people because they were overemployed, AKA these people were working multiple tech jobs, and Equifax didn't want them to do that, so they fired them. Oracle let go 200 people. Intel, well, how many people? Oh, Intel didn't say, but they didn't fire them yet, but they are forecasting potentially thousands. Spotify 40, Peloton 500, DocuSign 650, Ericsson 400, Klarna 100, InPixon 44, Twilio 850, Patreon 150, Snap 1,280, 20. So that's 20%. Better.com 250, Meta 60 back in August. Apple 100, HBO 70, Peloton 78. So Peloton's on multiple times. Calm 90. Like there's a lot of people. A lot of these major companies are cutting employees, man. Look at this. Shopify 1,000 back in July. 1,000 back in July. Microsoft, I said that already. Look at that. Tesla 290. Netflix let go of 300 people. Klarna again 750. Carvana let go of 2,500. Ouch. Cameo. Netflix again. Robinhood again. Better.com again. Man, it's crazy out here, man. And if y'all remember, I did a podcast a couple months ago and I said layoffs are coming. The economy is being held up by straws right now. These people are lying, making it seem like everything is strong. It is not strong right now. It is weak and fragile. Companies are laying people off and they've been having hiring freezes for 2 years and they haven't been telling people. Well, they've been posting job ads knowing that they're not hiring anybody. It's a little bit crazy what's going on in the market right now. It's spooky out here, man. So like I told y'all before, brace for shock, save up some money, just in case anything gets shaky. You want to make sure that you can afford whatever's coming. These amount of if you have all of these tech companies laying people off, then us people that work in tech shouldn't just be so cocky and confident that we can just up and run and just go find another tech job immediately.